So you have given the diagram here, and then you have A, which is minus 5 and 1. You have given B, which is 1 and 6. And then you have given C, which is 7 and minus 2. This is triangle ABC. AB is produced. So guys, when they say AB is produced, they're trying to they're going to get exterior angle here. So AB is produced. And then we have an angle of inclination, which is beta. And then we are also told which we have angle ABC. So we're talking about angle ABC, which is angle theta. The first question says calculate the length. How are you going to calculate the length? So we have number 1. AC is going to be given by root. And then we say which we have x2 minus x1 all squared plus y2 minus y1 all squared. Now we need to come and check which 2 points are we going to use here. Which one are we going to use? We're going to use A and C again. Now we'll come and check which one is A and C again. So this one is going to be x1, and then this one is going to be what again? And then we also concentrate on C again. This one is x2, again. This one is going to be what again? 2. And then using the distance formula, then you're going to substitute x2. Why did you choose x2 to be here? So we have 7 minus open bracket. And then what is going to be x1 based on what we chose it? So we have minus 5 close bracket all squared. Plus what is y2 based on what we chose here? Minus 2 again. Minus open bracket. What is y1? 1 close bracket all squared. And then after that, you go to take out your calculator. And then you type this thing exactly the way it is. So you have root, open bracket, you have 7. You have minus, open bracket, minus 5, close bracket, and then you square. And then you have plus, minus 2, minus, open bracket, 1, close bracket, and then you square. And then if you type this in your calculator, it says which are going to get 3 root 17. Now, this is going to be a 2 marks. So where you're going to get your 2 marks, 1 mark is for correctly substituting, and then 1 mark is going to be for the answer. I will still find it. Okay, now we go to number 2. On number 2, they say the equation of BC. Okay? So determine what is going to be the equation of line BC. So for us to determine what is going to be the equation of line BC, we need to tell them which one is going to be the gradient of BC. Okay?
Yes.
So on number 2, we're going to start by saying what is the gradient of BC. So we're going to say M again. And then we're going to have y2 minus y1 all over x2 minus x1. Okay, now which 2 points are we going to use? We're going to use B and 1 and C. Okay, we're going to use B and C. So if we use B and C, we're going to say this one here is x1 again. This one is going to be y1. This one is x2. This one is going to be y2. Y2. Okay, based on what we just chose here. What is our y2? Minus 2 minus open bracket. Okay. What is our y1? It's 6. All over. What is our x2 here?
7.
It's 7 minus open bracket. What is our x1?
1.
It's 1. And then again, you take out your calculator. You take out your calculator, you're going to have fraction again. And then you say you have minus 2 minus open bracket 6. And then you have all over 7 minus 1. And then if you say equals to, it says which you are going to have minus 4 all over 3 again. Okay, now that's not what we are looking for. We're looking for the equation. So we got M, we'll get a mark for M again. Now, what else are we going to do here? We're going to say which we have y, which is going to be equivalent to mx plus c. Now, what is m? So we'll come and say here, we are going to say which we have y, which is going to be minus 4 all over 3x plus c. Okay, after this, what are we going to do here? We're going to substitute, either we're going to substitute point B or we're going to substitute point C again. Okay, let's take point C. If we take point C, it says which we have 7 is to minus 2 again.
Yes.
Now, according to this, we're going to say we have minus 2, which is going to be equal to minus 4 all over 3, multiplied by 7, plus C. And then if you do this, you're going to get minus 28 all over 3. And then it says plus C is going to be equal to minus 2 again. Take this one to this other side. It says C is going to be 22. 22 all over 3. Again, we have something like this. So we have minus 2 plus 28. 28 all over 3, and then gives us 22 all over 3. Now, what is going to be our equation then? We can say to them, therefore, our equation is going to be y is equal to minus 4 all over 3x plus c. Okay, we're going to the next question. Okay, here in number 10 is saying we should determine what is going to be A, B, C. So we're talking about angle theta. Now you go and check what is angle theta. You have to check which angle theta is between which two lines. I think angle theta is between line BD. Can you see that? Look at it. Hey. Angle theta is between angle BD is between angle BD and let's highlight this so that you see. So this is between angle BD and angle BC, okay? These two here. So what you want when is to have something like this. Your goal is to make sure which you have the green and the red and the black, which is going to be the x-axis. So now that you have this, put it here. Okay. Now the other thing that you're going to have is this one here, which is the black one. Okay? Then you're going to have something that looks like this now. You're going to have this, and then you're going to have this. And then you're going to have this. What does this black line represent? It represents this line here, which is the x-axis. So this one here is going to be your x-axis. Okay, here you have beta. And then here what you have alpha. And then here what you have what? Theta. So this is the triangle that we're going to use to solve for theta. Now, how do you do this? You're going to calculate the gradient of line AB. Again, we don't have the gradient of line AB. So that's where we're going to start. We're going to say what is going to be the M of AB. M of AB is going to be given by y2 minus y1 all over x2 minus x1. Yeah? And then if we do this, we'll say which we have 6 again, minus 1 again, all over 1 minus open bracket minus 5. And then if you type this in your calculator, you should get something. What did you get? 6. It's 5 all over 6. So you get 5 all over 6, like this again. Yes. Okay. Now you know what is the gradient of BC. I get this one here. Let's put it here. This one is B. This one here it's C. So this one is BC. You know what is BC. The one that you didn't know was like AB, I guess. So AB we didn't know. Now we got it. So we have M of AB, which is going to be given as 6 all over 5. Or it's 5 over 6. All over 6. And then we have M of BC, which we got it as, what did you get this one as? Minus 4 all over 3. Now we're going to use these two to get beta and alpha. So first, let's get beta. We're going to tell them which the tan of beta is going to be given by M of AB. And then we say which beta is going to be given by the tan arc of 5 all over 6. And then it says which beta is going to be given as, go to your calculator. And then you say you have shift 10. And then you have 5 all over 6 again. And then it gives you what? 39 all over 39.81 degrees again. Okay, come and put, okay, this one we know, this one it's beta, which is 39.81. So this one is going to be equal to 39.81. We are done again with that one. So the next thing that we're going to look for, we're going to look for alpha again. And then we're going to tell them, but now 10 of alpha is going to be given by M of BC. Okay. Then it says which alpha is going to be equal to the 10 arc of BC. We know what is BC again. It's minus 4 all over 3 again. Now, if we put a minus, remember we said we're going to add 108 again. Yes. Once we put a minus, we're going to then add 108 here. And then if you do that in your calculator, let's check what I'm going to get. You have shift 10, you have minus open bracket again, and then you have 4 all over 3 close brackets, and then you're going to have plus 108. Type this in your calculator, it gives you 126 again, comma
87.
87. Okay, this is going to be, this one here, I'm going to tell them which is 126,87. Now, if you look at this one, I think this one is an angle outside. Can you see that one again? If we take triangle, this triangle here, this one is going to be an angle outside. Then you'll come and say, okay, but now, let's put it here. So you tell them which alpha is going to be equal to theta plus beta. Why am I saying this, by the way?
Exterior angle of a triangle.
It's exterior angle of a what? Of a
Triangle.
okay. Now we know this one alpha is 126,87 minus, we know what is beta. Beta it's 39,81. And then this is going to give us what? Theta. What is going to be your theta? 87.06, like this. And then how are you going to get your 5 marks then? You're going to get your 5 marks for getting AB, the gradient of AB. 1 mark is for the gradient of AB. 1 mark is for this one. 1 mark is for this one. Getting beta 1 mark, getting alpha is 1 mark. And then say put this one and this one, they're going to give you exterior angle, and then for the final answer, then you're going to get you 5 marks. Next, they say determine the midpoint of P, determine the midpoint P of AB. So we come to AB here. On AB here, we come and say, there's something in the middle. And then the point in the middle, they told us that the point in the middle is going to be what? It's P again. And then we want to know which one is going to be X of P, and then what is going to be the Y of P. Again, they are saying P is the midpoint. If P is the midpoint of AB, then we want to know which one is going to be the coordinates of P. How do you do that one? You say X at P is going to be equal to X1 plus X2 divided by 2 again. And then you say Y at P is going to be equal to Y1 plus Y2 divided by what? By 2. And then the ones at the end, again, you have the one in the middle. The one at the end, you're going to have them as X1 and then Y1. This one here is going to be X2, and then this one is going to be what? Y2. And then it says which X at P is going to be given by, what is X1? Minus 5 plus, what is X2? It's 1 all over 2 of it. And then if you type this in your calculator, what did you get your X at P as? Minus 2. And then your Y at P is going to be given by, what is Y1 based on what we chose here? It's 1 plus, what is 6 divided by 2 again. And then it says which you're going to get what? 7 over 2. So it means which the coordinates of P, you can give them as minus 2 and 7 over 2. Does it make sense, but makes sense, huh? Okay, we have 1, we have 2 here. Okay, we are going to number 5. On number 5, they say, determine the equation of a line parallel to AC passing through the point -1 and 3 again. So we want to determine the equation of a line parallel to AC. So we go to A and C again. So we need to know what is going to be the gradient of AC. We don't know what is the gradient of AC again. Now we are going to say to them M of AC is going to be given by Y2 minus Y1 all over X2 minus X2 again. And then we say, okay, this one here is going to be X1. This one here is going to be X2. This one is going to be what? Y2. Okay, based on what we chose here. What is Y2? What is Y2? So we have minus 2 open bracket minus. What is Y1?
6.
It's 1 close bracket all over. What is X2? Minus open bracket minus 5. Okay? And then if you type this in your calculator, what did you get? Minus 1 all over 4. Okay? So this is M of AC. Now we're going to tell them which M of AC is going to be equal to M parallel. Again, they said we have a line parallel. Okay? So M of AC is going to be equal to M parallel because these two lines are parallel. If these two lines are parallel to each other, then their gradients are going to be equal. Okay? So it means which M parallel is going to be equal to minus 1 all over 4. Okay, what do you do from there then? You are going to say we have y, which is going to be given as minus 1 all over 4x plus c. Okay? And then which point are we going to use? We're going to use this point of
minus
minus 1 and 3. Okay, let's go and substitute that point. It says which you have 3, okay? Which is going to be equal to minus 1 all over 4 multiplied by minus 1. Okay? And then it says plus c. Okay? If you say this one multiplied by this one, you get a positive. Okay? And then you take this thing to this other side, it becomes what? Then you have 3 minus 1 over 4. And then what you get?
11 over 4.
We get 11 all over 4, which is going to be actually C. Therefore, it means our equation is going to be given as minus 1 all over 4 x plus 11 all over 4. We are almost there. We're almost there. They say, show that AB is perpendicular to this line. Okay? Now, how do you show which two lines are perpendicular to each other? When you multiply their gradients, they need to give you minus 1. Okay? Yeah, it means what you are going to call this one, this line here. We're going to call it M perpendicular. Let's say that one is number C. Okay, how do you get these 3 marks here? You're going to get 1 mark for this one, 1 mark for C, 1 mark for saying M is equal to M parallel, and then 1 mark for this one here. Now, here we are going to call this one M perpendicular. Let's call this one M perpendicular. And then we also have M of AB. And then, in other words, when they say show that these two lines are perpendicular to each other, they're trying to say which M perpendicular multiplied by the M of AB. They're going to give us what? Minus 1. And then if you are showing something like as you are proving, so what you're going to say is that you have the left-hand side. So you're going to say on your left-hand side, you are going to have M of perpendicular. What is going to be M of perpendicular? You need to write this thing in a standard form again. Let's go and write this thing in a standard form. So we have 6x plus 5y, which is going to be 18. We want to put this in a standard form. What should you do first? Let's take 6 to this other side. Right? If we take the 6 to the other side, it says which we are going to have 5y, which is going to be given as minus 6x plus 18. We're still fine. Right? Now we want to make y the subject. How do you make y the subject here?
5.
So here we're going to divide by 5, and then you're also going to divide by 5 here. And then it says therefore y is going to be given as minus 6 all over 5x okay? Plus. Okay, what is M then? What is M of perpendicular?
Minus 6 over 5.
It's minus 6 all over what? All over
5.
So we'll come and put which here we have minus 6 all over 5. And then we already calculated M of AB if you remember. Okay? What is M of AB?
5 over C.
This is going to be 5 all over 6. Okay? If you multiply this one and this one, it gives you minus 1, okay? Which is equal to what to the right hand side. Now, if it's equal to the right hand side, then it means which we have proven to them which these two lines are what are perpendicular. Therefore, AB is perpendicular to 5, it's 6x plus 5y is equal to 18. And then